Just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get a lot of Panthers. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Breeze now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And his first pass is incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Newton.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cameron Artis Payne. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dontari Poe breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Knees all day. If you still frontin' when I upped it, I'ma squeeze.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Look at the money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back.
again. They sleep, we wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion, we want back ends. Back in, wipe my sins. Wipe it, they can't win. They can't win. No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. Football, they sleep again. They sleep, we wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah, yeah.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Trubisky to throw on second.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal space.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Third and long, it's Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Danny Trevathan in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They will go for it. Now Newton. Flushed out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Onto the field now come the Bears. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Now it's Trubisky. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Finding Gabriel complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And it's caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to punch it in with Howard. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson from 3 yards out. And the Bears are in for 6. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for Carolina. 53 yards. From the red zone now, Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas from 19 yards away. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage is...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
20.
Now Newton on first down. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Here's Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. After the interception, here's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there from 17 yards out. And the Bears are in for 6. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. On first down, Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short.
Let's go, run the ball.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
You see it? You see it?
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down line and running.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, good move. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. A final shot before the break. Newton. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay. As we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, it's Newton. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 26 yards. And the Bears have broken the tie. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Parkey adds the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on it?
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Come on now.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Cam's going to run the option right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10. Newton again. Just keeping the play alive. His throw incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
20. Hey. Gun.
Throwing on 3rd down. Newton fights loose. He may try and run for this. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point try, good by here in this 4th quarter. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Spinning away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Come on, come on.
This is Howard on 2nd down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Trubisky to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Trubisky now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker, Luke Kuechly.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Third down, this is Howard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive settled things down a little bit.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Newton. Forced, and a big loss here as he's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. One last throw here for Newton. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. I'm too, on one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich, made 100K on my third shift, I'm a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. That all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Ooh, right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. Yeah, I'm too up, round blew up, copped that new rape on them haters, threw up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up, first time I seen 100 bands, yeah I grew up, ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big bag plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big bag plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Lil' watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Bang at the crit, do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big bag plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big bag plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah, no it ain't. They ain't talking cash, so I did the race. NASCAR with the pace, feed you water on the chain. Get no love where I ain't from. When I'm on the beat, I make it thumb. I need that bread like every crumb. Came up from nothing, made a sum. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Go, get out there.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Prescott on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Amari Cooper, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Let's rock now. Set. Ready? 20. 8.
Now Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Gano the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
Let's go 47.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he spins past him and into space. Oh, Zeke with a quick feet. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
26. 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Let's go. Let's finish now. There you go. 26.
Prescott to throw it. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
He's going to fire one. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And some space here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 57 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And the tight end Olsen, right side. The 40, the 30, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, 67 yards. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on. Now Newton on 1st down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
20.
Throwing again. Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Out now as he'll kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 9-8. Sweat today. 26.
To throw is Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, we'll put man coverage against you. He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Extra point forthcoming. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 2. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On first down, it's Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
I'm talking about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down is Newton. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford able to drop him for a loss of 4. Throwing on third down, Newton. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to the air, Newton on second down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 20. Newton on first down. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense.
You got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Gano the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Wes Horton in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And that's complete. It's the Carr to Cooper connection. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Third and long for Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it.
And that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Go, go. Let's rock now. Express!
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it And that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have.
To think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Newton being chased out left. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. This is McCaffrey on the give. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stay and you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. From the red zone now, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. David Irving busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Back now in Arlington. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. A give to Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Again, it's Elliott. Twisting away. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. The give is to Elliott. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A good pick up there at 22. He's back to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Newton now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here's Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here you go.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 18. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Back to throw. Powers through. They still can't get it. Trying to improvise. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Well, going into the final play of this game.
Superstars out. Brand new cars. We buy the ball now. Swing doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pocket splitters. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, then sell it. Free mind. Cash them out, we bellin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My the same, don't need no clout, no fame. No clout, bought the game, all brand new chain. I swerve the lane, call the group the gang. Whip that thing, whip it, this shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it, bring the. I do. Don't want no, they pull up with they. It's times 3, this how it go. Park $1 million at the. We gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs and PJs. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Splash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Hunch up on the call, gotta. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We buy the ball now. Swing doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field.
ice the game. Had to ice the game. So much ice, too much. Had to ice the lane. Freeze the dust, freeze. Had to freeze the lane. Freeze. Camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up. Guess I'm homegrown, well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Yeah, the clinics for that baby, wipe this nose. I wipe this nose. What's a liquid till they explode?
Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash, shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground, man. The leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground, man. The leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Rain put the stars out. Not a boarded house. Get deported out. Moved out for a shot. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain up for auction. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the falsest? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Private jet, yeah. The same diamond milk, yeah. I'ma keep the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling loud, yeah. Mama got style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. On Mars, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars, nobody seeing the gang on guard. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash, shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground, man. The leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground, man. The leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I up it, I'ma squeeze. Bad companies, bad for your company. Bad companies, bad for your company. In the ski mask in case you come for me. Got it in the ski mask in case you come for me. When I say I got beef, they don't want no beef. When they say they got beef, they don't wanna eat. If you said they want, they don't want no steam. Put it on it. Had a bachelor's degree, PhD while selling. Fix the face and fix the weed. Now working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo this flop. Where you at? Pin it. My new map location be the flop on the app.
Money and company, no, baby. I don't need no the company. You can't hang, baby. We don't want you around here. Ice on my neck and it's froze. Santa's reindeer. You got bad. It's the same here. You bad company, little bro. You can't hang here. Getting money, so the keep on coming. Phone ringing, so you know the jumping. They looking at me. He owe me some money. Hit him with the night crumping. Why they playing games? They don't want no problems with me. My got good. You know I brought them. Might not hit a bad. Someone tell them. Well, opposition, say move wrong. So I
Dark shades, too much. Got the belly see them. Acting brand new like I don't see it when I do. Who them folks? Who want too close? Give me room, phony folks. Play it close, do the most, don't they? Bad company, that's bad for your company. Bad company, that's bad for your company. Mad cow disease, now you in a ton of beef. Tuck underneath my new blue dungarees. Flintstone, bust down, color Murakami. Fruity Pebble, Basil, Wilma, Betty, Fred, and Barney. Bad from out of town, I think she model Abercrombie. Wrist game, Lucky Charmy, told my jeweler leprechaun. I'ma come clean, I got beef. Paranoia got me rolling in my sleeves, okay. Hating cause I'm up and up the
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
20.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be caught at the 30. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 44 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Newton. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Now Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Focus.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he connects with Vance McDonald. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
66.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Let's go!
On third down, Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Julius Peppers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now a first down throw for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey. 20.
Now Newton on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
All right, now.
First carry for James Conner. And an alley to run. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some second.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bud Dupree. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A handoff left. McCaffrey. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This is McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They just have this
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Julius Peppers in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's got this one down to the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Roethlisberger will throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football.
On the call, got a
the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little watch out like 2 chains.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New England Patriots. It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to trap. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. 4 braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young flashy, but I ain't stupid either. Never show up to that's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal, it's all in my demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they didn't believe her. That's why I don't let opinions affect me. I do what I want to do. If they do or they don't accept me, they expect me to give up. I almost did. Things went from moving faster, slow motion. I was losing focus, stuck on that. It was smooth on the surface, but underneath it was broken. Hoping to find hope in this hopeless world we live in. What you give is what you given. Gotta make wise decisions. Gotta stay tunnel vision. Gotta avoid collision. Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching. Gotta pay moms a visit. It's been a while. I've been working, she keep telling me she miss her child. I find myself passing the house, then I spin around. She say I'm always moving, I just can't sit around. Oh my, cause the cash ain't gonna come to us. When we was down, who gave a dime or gave a for us? So instead of making it hard, I made it fun for us. Make it easy, so when you need it, you just run to us. But it's a lot of pressure, I'm trying to stick and move through this. Fixing these bumps on the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. A first down throw for Prescott. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Now he's forced out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey. 20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. A first quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's Prescott. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Hey, Swift. 47.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Julius Peppers in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
On third down, it's Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And a big turnover there as his... Guys will get the football back. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, here's Newton. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 36 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
20.
On 1st down, Newton. Flush to his right. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And Pointer, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Prescott to throw it. He'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. Prescott on first down. Finding room inside the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now Prescott. This one caught right side by Cooper. And he coughed it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swaim from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first down, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. A big play there for the Panthers. 56 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton steps away to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 180. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Prescott now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Returnable here from the 38. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They will go for it. Now Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
46, 46. Gun. 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. And this will be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Prescott now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
46. You go 46, 46. 46.
Prescott to throw on 4th. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. Gun. 46.
Prescott now from the 50. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Now he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. 2nd down, Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Prescott now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go, 46. 46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Arlington. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And able to follow his center and pick up the first. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
Try to punch it in with Smith. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Extra point attempt here still to come. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Cam's going to run the option right on 1st down. This is McCaffrey. Pass slip. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. 23 yards on the play. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Drops it underneath to Elliott, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They go to Elliott again. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you've also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
You go 46, 46.
Prescott to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Panthers will get the football back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Newton to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tyrone Crawford in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So a good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. That is right at the 10-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. Prescott yet again. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Point after here coming up. Extra point splits the uprights, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Here we go. Gun. Sit. You're set
One last throw here for Newton. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.